go then. World Cup qualifying Group 3. Poland only kept off the bottom of the table by San Marino. Anything less than a very convincing win from the team in white shirts will be unacceptable for Poland and will almost certainly cost the coach, Leo Beenhakker, his job. And if you believe the Polish press, then already his replacement is being lined up. 3 names are in the frame. Jacek Smuda and Henry Kasperzak and former coach Jerzy Engel all linked as potential new coaches of the Polish team should they fail to fire tonight. Only 5'5", the goalkeeper Valentini for San Marino. Could be a busy night for him as the Poles get the game underway. Like to get their World Cup campaign back on track, given the well below par showing at Windsor Park at the weekend. As I say, they've taken action and axed both goalkeeper Boruc and the captain from the team, Michael Zeblikov, axed as the ball played in early on here, and a goal inside of 22 seconds, and Poland off to a flying start here. A goal from Rafał Boguski, and that is just the start to calm the nerves and to blow away any anxiety and any concerns. Just the start Leo Beenhakker needed. Rafał Boguski with the goal. It's only his second goal, only his 6th cap, made here by the ball in from Robert Lewandowski and finished by Rafał Boguski. Poland off to a perfect start. Often these games, the hardest thing is getting the first goal. Well, it comes on 22 seconds today, and he's scored by Boguski. Well, what a start for the Poles, and it is for San Marino the worst possible beginning to the game. Late here is Baciocchi, one of the more experienced players, the captain. Baciocchi winning his 43rd cap for San Marino. And he's 5th on their all-time appearance lists. Narani's throw-in. This is Rinaldi for San Marino. On to Vitaioli. He's pulled back. This is Mariusz Lewandowski. Boguski bypassed, and here's Ebis Malarek of Bolton Wanderers in the English Premier League. Wasilewski. Ireneusz Jelen, one of their scorers at Windsor Park at the weekend. As I say, in these games so often the minnows come and put men and bodies behind the ball and make the so-called bigger team really work to break them down, but having scored so early, San Marino will have it all to do here in keeping the scoreline down. Wasilewski. Mariusz Lewandowski towards Boguski again. This is Roger, the Brazilian-born player. Vitaioli, Fabio Vitaioli, one of 2 Vitaiolis in the travelling party for San Marino, unrelated. Dudka given away here to Simone Baciocchi. This is Danilo Rinaldi, given away to Boguski, and Mariusz Lewandowski for Roger, and now the Poles can look to get going again here. This is Jacek Szyniawek. Ebis Malarek. Roger square. And towards Boguski, comes back out to Roger. Oh, rather cagey from San Marino. It's Mariusz Lewandowski for Szyniawek. He's an injured player though, which is why the game is held up here. It is Bulli for San Marino, Matteo Bulli, 26 years of age, with Virtus Villa, one of the amateur clubs in the Italian lower divisions. They are a team really culled from the Italian lower reaches. More part-timers, but for Andy Selva, who is on the bench, plays. He's a reserve striker really in Serie B for Sassuolo. The 11 tonight are all amateurs, all have other jobs apart from football. And coach Shampala Mats is a PE teacher by day. This is Mariusz Lewandowski for Poland, who have made the start they wanted here. It's towards Marino, who plays in France with Auxerre. Comes out here to Roger. He scored the winner in their recent friendly win against Wales. Their game played in Portugal back in February. This is Jacek Szyniawek. Szyniawek with a chance to cross. It went across the face of that San Marino goal with the keeper looking all that convincing. Roger here released Robert Lewandowski, and the early ball in was put it home by Rafał Boguski for only his second goal for Poland. His first game against Serbia in a friendly back in December. And given the rather torrid press they've had since the game in Belfast, the goal will certainly have calmed the nerves. This is Łukasz Fabianski, whose Arsenal games have been limited really to the FA and Carling Cups this season. Just one appearance in the Premier League. Came on from the bench against Manchester United earlier in the season. It's Smolarek who has forced the corner here for Poland. And the record defeat, by the way, 13-0 against Germany in the qualifying for the last European Championship. It was a home game as well for San Marino. This one sent in towards Vasilevski and put behind by Bachoki from another corner. Bachoki 32, he played in that 13-0 loss to Germany. Under pressure, as they will be all night, San Marino. Lower corner this time, and it comes off the shins of Rinaldi in behind for a corner. Poland know that qualifying is going to be an uphill struggle, given their position, given the recent results as well. There goes the corner away by Rinaldi, back in there by Robert Lewandowski. The goalkeeper comes and enough on the ball and gets the free kick as well. Federico Valentini. He's very small for a goalkeeper. Only 5'5" in the official listings. I think he's a little taller than that. It is a thankless job being goalkeeper for San Marino, though, isn't it? This is Vitaioli. All the way through, it's Mariusz Lewandowski here. Now Dariusz Dudka. Dudka for Ebi Smolarek. Coming on here is Jacek Szyniawek. Szyniawek. His ball in towards Boguski. He's it down, and Robert Lewandowski is there. And it's smuggled behind by San Marino. And that ball goes into the box, and they do look anxious and nervous and all at sea, San Marino. Another Polish corner. One goal scored already. 22 seconds it came. This is Roger Gurriera with a corner. Vasilevski in the mix. San Marino free kick. They've taken 2 points in World Cup qualifying in their history, San Marino. That's their coach, Shampala Mats. He's the longest serving national coach in Europe. 11 years in the job. He is, as I say, a PE teacher by day. 11 here is Irenaeus Yellen. Yellen drops his shoulder here. Yellen's ball across, deflects off a defender. There's Boguski, and then bounces for Valentini. Only ever taken 2 points in the World Cup qualifying history, San Marino. The first came in their first ever campaign in the World Cup, 1993. A 0-0 draw at home against Turkey, though Turkey were not the side they are today back then. Another point 8 years ago. An away point too in Latvia. But since then, defeats all the way. They've scored 17 goals as well in their entire history, San Marino. And they've got 8 of them. The record scorer Andy Selva is on the bench tonight. When you consider that San Marino is a state of just 30,000 people, I do appreciate why they do find things a struggle. There's any decent players that do come from San Marino will be Italianised, let's say. This is Smolarek with the ball in towards Roger. And it all comes to nothing. It's gone behind for a corner. The clearance from Bull, he hit his own man and went behind off Albani. 10 minutes gone. Polish corner, which Roger Gurriero is over. 5 Polish bodies in the mix here. Zalewski forward and Lewandowski and Yellen too. Guerriero's ball in. Again, 2 went for the same ball. Mariusz Lewandowski. This is Vasilevski. Lewandowski's shot spilled there for a split second by Valentini, but it recovered well. Lewandowski is in good form in the Polish league. Plays for Lech Poznan. He's scored 15 in 35 in all competitions this season, including 4 in the UEFA Cup. There's the Peruvian Renan Rengifo at club level. This is Jacek Szynovek, cap 91 for Szynovek tonight. Gurriero. These teams have met before in previous World Cup qualifying campaigns. It's been European qualifying as well. This is the 6th meeting in total between the two nations. And have won the previous 5. This is Robert Lewandowski. He's still there. He goes down 2. Looks like a penalty. The referee says no, but it did look fairly clear cut from here. Lewandowski under the challenge. The referee, though, did say no. This is Ebi Smolarek. Away from Albani. Smolarek still twists and turns here. Ebi Smolarek's shot deflects out towards Boguski. San Marino stand pretty firm for now. This is Marcin Vasilevski. Gurriero. Roger Gurriero, I should say. Towards Irenaeus Yellen. It's going to be a corner. Off the head of Michele Marani. This was the penalty claim. Does he get more ball or more man? There was Davide Simoncini, whose twin brother is the reserve goalkeeper tonight. Davide Simoncini. That latest Polish corner away by the head of Bachoki, the captain. Marcin Vasilevski. This is Mariusz Lewandowski. Jacek Szynovek. Szynovek still. Robert Lewandowski goes for goal, pokes it wide. Will get chances to boost their goals tallies tonight, the Polish front players, you sense. Lewandowski 2 goals in 6 caps before tonight. This time he fires wide of the San Marino goal. Poles in good qualifying form in recent years. They've been to 3 of the last 4 major competitions. Bane Hacker took them to the Euros, the first coach to do so in the summer. He has gone from hero to zero since the Euros, though, with poor results in this World Cup qualifying campaign. As I say, the general consensus is that if they fail to win here, and maybe even if they do, he will be replaced sooner rather than later. The veteran Dutchman, now 67, in his 23rd coaching job, Leo Beenhakker. There's a goal kick for San Marino. There is Beenhakker. Such a long and distinguished career. Of course, was coach of Trinidad and Tobago at the last World Cup, wasn't he? Well, they held Sweden and lost to England narrowly. A couple of late goals against England. The keeper's kick, Valentini, isn't the best. Not sure what a tougher job is being a San Marino goalkeeper or a San Marino forward. You don't get too much service, do you? That's Roger for Jacek Szynovek. Szynovek into Robert Lewandowski, in for Boguski. Goalkeeper Valentini hangs on well. But for the early goal, they've been limited to half chances so far, Poland. Wasilewski just squirts in field here to Roger Guerriero. Now Jacek Szynovek. Maybe Smolarek. Szynovek drops the shoulder. In for Yalen. And Yalen under pressure there. Good pressure from the defender Marani. Able to make the telling connection. Jacek Szynovek here did get a good looking cross this. Maybe a hint of holding by Marani. Number 3 here with the striker. Is there any contact on him? Roger. This is Bonini. Vitaiole. Bonini. 7 is Bulli. Bulli's been fouled here. Free kick to San Marino. In 3 of the previous 5 meetings, they did hold the Poles to 0-0 first halves. Won't happen tonight, though. They are officially Europe's lowest ranked and weakest opposition. Ranked 201st in the FIFA standings of, I think, 207 nations. And towards Batshuayi here. Only won 1 game ever. That was a friendly against Liechtenstein 5 years ago. It was 1-0. Never taken 2 points in World Cup qualifying history. It's Boguski here for Jacek Szynovek. Szynovek goes down, ball loose and stabbed towards goal and turned in, I think, by Robert Lewandowski, though Smolarek will want to claim it. Not sure who will. I think Smolarek is going to claim it. The last touch, I think, was Lewandowski's, but he will claim this goal. It is Poland's second for sure. Not sure who scored it, though. Made by Szynovek. Smolarek's shot. Does Lewandowski get a slight touch here? This angle may tell us more. Smolarek or Lewandowski? Hard to tell. It was goal bound. I think it's Smolarek's goal, that. 2-0 Poland. The Bolton Wanderers man. There's the scorer. Poland 2, San Marino 0 with 18 minutes gone in Kielce. Smolarek. This is Dudka. Back line will have a fairly quiet night, you feel. This will the keeper, Łukasz Fabianski. Well, Gianpaolo Mazza. He's an affable character, the coach of San Marino. Got a good sense of humour too, which I guess helps in his job. He placed Massimo Bonini, arguably the best ever player from San Marino some 11 years ago, was the national coach. This is Roger. Yelen. Yelen's ball through. This is Boguski. A cross goal for Robert Lewandowski. And poked away for another corner. This time by Alessandro Della Valle. Sliced through the away team with all too much ease again, their ominous ease, Poland. 2 goals up and already coasting. In goes that corner. Being headed clear from Rinaldi. This is Mariusz Lewandowski. Rare touch here now for goalkeeper Łukasz Fabianski. Vasilevski. No less a figure than the Polish sports minister described the performance at the weekend and the related support of violence as a national disgrace. They demand a response tonight, and so far they've got it. Goal from Smolarek and one on 22 seconds from Rafał Boguski. Given the Poles the perfect first 20 minutes here. Given away here to Yelen. Yelen for Robert Lewandowski. This is Boguski. It would be an 8th successive defeat in qualifying for San Marino. The only question is really by how many they lose tonight. This is going to be a Marcin Vasilevski throw. Hurled in long. Bounced away by the head of Della Valle. This is Roger Guerriero. Dudka gets away from the token challenger Vitaioli. At the halfway mark in Poland's campaign, they were behind 4 teams in the group. Ireland led the way before tonight. Slovakia, the Czech Republic, and Slovenia all above the Poles, only kept off the bottom by San Marino. Top team qualifiers, and then across the 9 groups, the 8 best placed second teams. The 8 best second place teams, I should say, go into the playoff stage for the final places in the World Cup. This is Jacek Szynovek. Vasilevski. Towards Yelen. The Valle comes away. And Vasilevski. Well, the Poles have got the 2 early goals. They will, of course, want to score many more against the whipping boys in the group. As I say, the record home defeat was 13-0 to Germany. Their record away defeat, which is what we're looking at tonight, was a 10-1 loss to Belgium back in qualifying for the World Cup 2002. Here's Dudka for Szynovek. Roger. It's controlled by Boguski. Baciocchi. It's going to come to Ireneusz Yelen here for Poland. Yelen driving on to Jacek Szynovek. Szynovek still. There's Roger. Just over elaborate there, really, the Poles. It's going to break away now to Danilo Rinaldi. Through is Marani. Baciocchi, Marani. But they have scored only, 17 goals in their entire history, San Marino. They do hold the World Cup record for the quickest goal. It is an infamous goal in English football folklore. David Galtieri, 8.3 seconds in Bologna back in '93 in that World Cup qualifier. Graham Taylor's infamous last game in charge. Even when they did go on to lose that game 7-1, of course, but 8.3 seconds when Galtieri got between Stuart Pearce and David Seaman. We've had almost 25 minutes in Kielce. Poland 2, San Marino 0. Shinevek, who's playing much further back tonight. Normally a left midfield player, but he's playing in place of Jakub Wawrzyniak as left back tonight. This is Roger, and Roger goes for goal, and he's a whisker away from a third Polish goal. Well, Roger scored the winner for the Poles against Wales a couple of months ago. Here he was not too far from netting for the third goal on the night. Became a Polish citizen a year ago, in time for last summer's European Championships, where he scored Poland's first goal of the finals ever. Went out in the first phase. This has been the case in the last two World Cups as well for Poland, who back in the 70s and 80s were a much stronger nation, weren't they? The likes of Boniek and Lato, famous names in World Cup history. Twice finished third place in the World Cups down the years, Poland. This is Shinevek. Smolarek checks out and away from the challenge of Marani. This is Vasilevsky, or would have been had he controlled it. It's the last qualifying campaign for a few years for the Poles, because they are the joint host with Ukraine of the next European Championship in 2012. This is Roger Guerriero. It's away from the challenge there of Andreini. Shinevek. Boguski. Mariusz Lewandowski. Into Robert Lewandowski. It's a good move here. It's a third goal for Poland and a second for Boguski. It's all too easy, really. Able to walk through and just roll the ball past the goalkeeper Valentini. Not too much in the way of celebration from Leo Beenhakker and co. It is as expected so far for Poland, but Boguski is now twice a scorer on the night. Poland have 3 inside the first half hour. Well, Rafał Boguski just rolls the ball past Valentini. Simple game. A simple finish. Three goals and counting then for Poland. Boguski twice on the score sheet now. Where does he go from here, Matza? Team of course, limited ability. Games are always a case of damage limitation, but when you're 3 down so early, the danger is you fold completely, you get a cricket score, which is what, of course, the Poles, given the weekend performance, demand. Vasilevsky. Here's Mariusz Lewandowski, who'll go for goal, across the face and nearly poked home for a fourth. Smolarek almost got his second there as the ball was fizzed in by Mariusz Lewandowski here. Good looking ball this. Oh, nearly poked in as well. Half a foot to the ball. Any more, it was going to be the fourth goal. And he knows his job hangs by a thread. They can win a few friends back here tonight, though, by getting a few goals, Poland, that's for sure. The papers have been nothing short of savage to the team and the coach over the last couple of days, ever since the result on Saturday. 3-2 at Windsor Park, and if you haven't seen the goals, by the way, at least two were the fault of the goalkeeper Artur Boruc. The winner was an own goal, a back pass from the captain Zevlakov, which bobbled over the foot of Boruc and in. Boruc was sent home from the squad back to his club after the game. Free kick here, which Marino takes. That is going to count as their first attempt on goal tonight, San Marino. Only avoided defeat 4 times in their 21-year history, San Marino. 1 win and 3 draws, the best they've got to show from the international game. This is Roger Guerreiro for Poland. On it goes to Mariusz Lewandowski. He will try and find Ireneusz Jelen. It is a full house. It is one of the smaller stadiums in Poland in the extra class of the top division. Holds 15,000 here, the home of Korona Kielce. I guess many of the fans came here to bury and not praise the team and the coach, but thus far it's been okay. 3 goals and acceptable from Poland so far. Szyniewek for Mariusz Lewandowski. That's Rafał Boguski. Too high for Ireneusz Jelen. I mentioned Grzegorz Lato as one of the all-time Polish greats. He's now head of the FA in Poland. He will have a big say in if anyone does replace Leo Beenhakker. The word is that Beenhakker's relations with the PZPN, the Polish FA, at best rather frosty at the moment. I imagine even more so after the weekend result. Baciocchi. This is Vitaioli, Fabio Vitaioli. Baciocchi. The Poles will look back with fondness at their last qualifying campaign for the Euros, where they topped the group ahead of Portugal, but this World Cup qualifying campaign so far is a far cry from those heady days. This is Bozaki. Dudka and Roger combine. .32.5 minutes gone, 3-0 Poland. There's Roger, it's slid away by Nicola Albani. Albani holds the rather dubious honour of being the only man who scored a goal in the 11 tonight. That goal was a famous goal too. It earned that 1-1 draw in Latvia in qualifying for the 2002 World Cup. That was their last point taken in a World Cup qualifier, their only point taken away from home ever. Lewandowski gets away from the challenge of Rinaldi. That's Boguski, and he finds Jacek Szyniewek. Szyniewek has support here from Mariusz Lewandowski. His ball through is going to be easy for goalkeeper Valentini. 9th cap tonight for the goalkeeper. They do find games hard to come by. They rarely play friendlies because teams don't view them as strong opposition. Never played 6 friendly internationals, San Marino. The last one was over 2 years ago. So they don't really get a chance to play together too often, and just another chance to really gel as a team. They do their learning in the qualifiers, really, San Marino, which is nowhere to be at all. That's helped on by Dudka for Chinovec. Smolarek and Boguski. Chinovec. Boguski for Mariusz Lewandowski, with some room to work in maybe for Poland here. Boguski nearly combines with Robert Lewandowski. 10 here is Danilo Rinaldi for San Marino. Simone Bacciocchi. Roger nips in, and there too is Boguski. Poland thus far in cruise control. I'm sure the fans here will want more than 3 goals to show for their first half endeavours. It is pretty much a training match now, a walk in the park for Poland. This is Mariusz Lewandowski for them. Not much pressure on the player on the ball either, is there? Boguski for Ireneusz Jelin. In the middle he's got Robert Lewandowski. Here is Lewandowski across the face though, and put behind by the defender Marino for a corner. Jelin here, he held his run and was onside for sure. And then goes the cross towards Robert Lewandowski, who doesn't quite make the connection at the near post, and put behind by Marino for another Polish corner. We have 10 minutes of the first half still to play. Roger's corner. And the header off the crossbar from Mariusz Lewandowski. Well, the man given the armband tonight in Zevlukov's absence. It was a good connection too, this, from Mariusz Lewandowski, with the goalkeeper well beaten, comes back off the woodwork and up and over. Would have been his 5th goal in this, his 59th cap for Poland. The player from Shakhtar Donetsk in the Ukraine. Who has a UEFA Cup quarter-final to look forward to next week against Olympique de Marseille. This is Boguski, it breaks here to Robert Lewandowski. Here's Ireneusz Jelin. To play though, I think Jelin was maybe offside anyway. Just. You feel tonight, damned if he does and damned if they don't. Expected to win here and win well, but if they do, people say, well, it's only against San Marino, isn't it? That's when it matters against the bigger teams in the group, the Czech Republics and the Northern Irelands and the Slovakias and Slovenias, it really matters. This is Roger Guerreiro. This is Mariusz Lewandowski for Roger. Roger Guerreiro, and he will look to find Jacek Chinovec. It is Chinovec here, with 2 on him doubling up. Chinovec for Mariusz Lewandowski for Roger. Roger now for Marcin Wasilewski. Wasilewski still his ball in towards the near post, and the shot from Robert Lewandowski over the top. Good chance that, maybe should have been a 4th goal for Poland this. Good chance carved out, but Lewandowski with the end shot over the bar. Good patient build-up, but not quite the finish from the striker from Lech Poznan. Chucky went for the same ball as Andreini there. It's happened once or twice so far tonight. The San Marino players have gone for the same ball. Maybe a lack of communication, a lack of playing together. As I say, they do find friendlies very hard to come by, and they have to do their learning in the qualifying games when it really matters. This is Mariusz Lewandowski for the Poles. On to Ebi Smolarek. Held up by Marani. Smolarek's ball in. Here's Jelin. 6 minutes of the first half to go, and a job done as well as they could do so far for Poland. Damage limitation, the name of Gianpaolo Mazza's game and half-time team talk to come, I'm sure. Della Valle, helped on by Vitaioli. Goalkeeper Fabianski would have played against the Northern Irish the weekend, but had food poisoning, which is why Boruc played and had that horror show. As I say, to get a chance to see the winning goal in that game at the weekend, it was a nightmare for Boruc. A back pass which bobbled over his foot and in. He's had a stick in the press, Boruc, from no less than Jan Tomaszewski this week, the Polish hero of the 70s goalkeeper, the one who, of course, was dubbed a clown by Brian Clough, and then at Wembley had the game of his life to eliminate England and cost Alf Ramsey his job. Marani, Della Valle, giving away that. Roger. Two is Bartosz Bezaki. He's with Lech Poznan as well. He has shown faith with the players playing in the Ekstraklasa, the Polish top division. Bane Hacker. This is Rafał Boguski on a hat-trick now, of course. Boguski, he plays with Wisła Krakow in the Polish Ekstraklasa. Shinevek's cross, Della Valle's header. Well, they began the half with a goal. Can they finish with one, Poland? This is Boguski. I recall scored twice, his only goals for the national team at the World Cup against Costa Rica in Germany. This is Baciocchi. Poland began the day as fifth of the 6 teams in this group, Group 3 in the UEFA zone of World Cup qualifying. Della Valle's free kick for San Marino. Up towards Rinaldi. He really is the lone striker, the number 10 for San Marino, winning his second cap tonight. His first start too. He had only 2 minutes of experience for the national team before tonight. That's Dariusz Dudka. Shinevek, and here goes Smolarek. Smolarek's ball in. Here's Roger. Almost runs for Boguski. Vasilevski wins the ball back. It comes to Ireneusz Jelen. Roger for Shinevek. Shinevek into Roger. In the middle, he's got 2 to aim for. It's the header. It's the fourth. It's Robert Lewandowski this time. They began the half with a goal and they finished with one as well. Robert Lewandowski's third for the national team. It's 4 on the night, and this could be anything the way it's going. Good patient move. Rocher's ball in, and the header from Robert Lewandowski past the wrong-footed goalkeeper Valentini. Another simple goal in what's been a simple half so far for Poland. Robert Lewandowski, so prolific in the Ekstraklasa, and his third goal on the international stage. Already it's going to be a big score, you feel. This now is Jacek Shinevek. Shinevek for Mariusz Lewandowski. Dummy from Jelen. This is Vasilevski. His ball pulled back. Jelen's dummy. In by Bozaki towards Ebi Smolarek of Bolton Wanderers. This though is Danilo Rinaldi. And he's got the free kick too, the challenge by Mariusz Lewandowski. I guess in boxing terms. It is a mismatch, this. Of course, 11 part-timers are always going to lose to 11 full-time pros from some of the biggest leagues in Europe, but they are a plucky team, San Marino. I know they are always going to be likely to lose and lose heavily, but they do play with pride for the shirt and pride for their nation of 30,000 people, which, to put things in perspective, is only double the crowd we have inside this stadium tonight. Inside the final seconds of the first half, and it has been a cruise in Kielce so far for Poland, but they have a free kick to defend here. Batshoki's forward. Also up there is the big number 5, Simoncini. Ball in, keepers line here, Fabianski, and Roger comes away, and now the break is on maybe. Jacek Szynovek, caught by a very clumsy challenge. Della Valle was it, I think. Referee will call across. Alessandro Della Valle, and he gets his second yellow card off this qualifying campaign. First caution tonight. It was a fairly clumsy challenge on Jacek Szynovek from Della Valle, and well worthy of that first caution of the contest. And we have reached half-time in Kielce, and it is going to plan so far for the Poles, who had to bounce back from their weekend defeat in Belfast, and so far so good. 2 goals for Rafał Boguski, the first only 22 seconds in. Maybe Smolarek of Bolton and Robert Lewandowski of Lech Poznan, the other scorers. Half-time here in Kielce, Poland 4, San Marino 0.
This weekend, live on Setanta Sports, 3 Scottish Premier League games. First up on Saturday night, Dundee United welcome Hibernian to Tannadice. Then Celtic host Hamilton as their chase for 4 in a row continues.
Nakamura!
And that's followed on Sunday night with a must-win game for Rangers as they travel to Falkirk. Scottish Premier League, this weekend, live on Setanta Sports.
Oi, you! Call yourself a real fan? You want to check out the new Setanta.com. With the biggest interviews, round-the-clock video, as well as the top stories as they break. All available at full screen quality. It's the new home of live sports video on the web. Plus, there's no better place for you and your mates to join the debate. So if it's happening in sport, it's happening at Setanta.com.
A new era on Setanta Sports. What a strike! There's a lot of football on Setanta Sports. Magnificent!
It's a feast. April on Setanta Sports. We bring you live coverage of the FA Cup semi-finals from Wembley. 2010 FIFA World Cup qualifiers from South America and Europe, including England versus the Ukraine. The Scottish Cup reaches the last 4. The Copa Libertadores and all the action from the top leagues in Europe. Just some of your highlights this April on Setanta Sports.
Welcome back to Kielce from Dan O'Hagan. Half-time here. It is going very much according to plan for Poland. They lead San Marino by 4 goals to 0 in what is being billed as possibly, potentially, Leo Beenhakker's final game as coach of the Polish national team. Well, if it is his farewell, it's going to be one full of goals. They've all gone past this man so far. Federico Valentini of Fontanelle in the Italian amateur divisions, the goalkeeper, beaten 4 times. Referee is Alexei Kulbakov from Belarus. And San Marino get the second half underway, and as in the first half, the name of their game has to be simply damage limitation. Remember, they have never even taken a point in World Cup qualifying for somewhat 7 years. Only 2 points ever. And here, 4 goals down, it's not going to be an ending tonight, that's for sure. This is Jacek Szynovek for Ebi Smolarek. Doesn't get much pitch time with Bolton Wanderers in the English Premier League. Only 1 start for Bolton in the league and 1 goal too. That came in the FA Cup against Sunderland back in January. He's on loan there for a year from Racing Santander in Spain. Throw in here taken by Michele Marani. There's a rare touch for Łukasz Fabianski, who missed the game in the weekend with food poisoning, a stomach bug. Yet to really make the first team on a regular basis with Arsenal. He's very much behind Manuel Almunia in the Arsenal pecking order. Ireneus Yellen. Yellen here with a change of pace, and Della Valle, who's got the 1 yellow card tonight. The only man cautioned so far is the man with the concession of the corner, of the throw-in rather, for Poland, which Marcin Wasilewski will take. Does have a long throw, Wasilewski. There it goes. Keeper's come here. Valentini's made a mess of it as well. And back in there, and that's just one of the mark from Mariusz Lewandowski. It all came there from a flail and a flap from Federico Valentini in the San Marino goal. It's a meat and drink take as well. He maybe got in the way of his own player who was going to head the ball away there, the number 8 Bacciocchi. There is Bacciocchi again. 7 here is Matteo Bulli. Alessandro Della Valle. 2 is Bartosz Buzaki. That Polish back 4 will not have an easier night than the one they're having tonight. Here's Ebi Smolarek for Poland, away from the challenge of Simoncini, and the second challenge caught him. And we'll draw another card from Mr. Kulbakov. It's Aldo with Simone Bacciocchi, the man who gets that second San Marino yellow card. Fairly clear cut too, a fairly uncultured hack from the captain. He may have hurt himself as well. Meanwhile, free kick which Mariusz Lewandowski and Dariusz Dudka might just fancy here for Poland. Keeper has his wall aligned. And the free kick in the end requires no wall, much too high. Jacek Szynovek looking to add to his 15 goals in 90 previous appearances for Poland. I would venture that few of those 90 have been quite as easy as this one. Poland's record score against San Marino, by the way, 5-0. That came 6 years ago in qualifying for Euro 2004. This is Rafał Boguski on a hat-trick. Now it's he and Bulliu come together. It goes Bulliu's way, the decision. Della Valle. There's Vitaioli, here's Bacciocchi. Bacciocchi. Not sure that was a shot or an intended ball to the far side from Simone Bacciocchi. I'm sure they'd take 4-0 as a final score, San Marino. I'm sure the Poles wouldn't. They will know there are goals to be got out there. Here goes Robert Lewandowski, who got the fourth just before half-time. Smolarek, who got the second, is backing up. Jacek Szynovek. Szynovek. Here's Szynovek with the ball in, and there's Yelen, and Arrhenius Yelen has got the first goal of the second half, and Poland now have matched their score of 6 years ago against San Marino. Poland 5, San Marino 0. Yelen, who scored in that defeat in Belfast at the weekend, he's going to score in a victory tonight, that's for sure. Lewandowski through here for Jacek Szynovek, a cross goal, and just tapped in really, wasn't it, by Arrhenius Yelen. Jose Man on target for his 4th goal in 21 internationals, and Poland have added to their tally already in the second half. 5-0, they now lead San Marino, and here they come again. It's Yelen. I'm not sure what that was from Yelen. Maybe trying to be clever and cheeky and chip the keeper. I guess if there is a time for showboating and trying for the perfect finish, it is when you're 5-0 up. And the ball in his defence did take a bobble, and he casts a rueful look at the surface in Kielce. Boguski. Manis Lewandowski for Jacek Szynovek. Boguski. Arrhenius Yelen away from the lunging challenge of Andreini, and then the challenge on from Della Valle. Goes against the man from Auxerre. Good form for his club, 8 goals in 18 in League One this season in France, and a San Marino change here, and it's their only professional, Andy Selva, coming on for Giovanni Bonini. Selva now 32, 8 goals in 43 caps. He is by a total of 7 goals their record scorer with 8. Only 4 appearances from the bench in Serie B for Sassuolo this season in Italy. They scored 11-24 in their promotion season from the 3rd division last year. As Rafał Boguski given away. And here's a chance for Andy Selva, is it? Oh, and Selva with by some distance the best and clearest chance they've had so far, San Marino. And the record scorer here was close to getting his 9th international goal. Made by Vitaioli, comes off Dudka. He should have scored there, Andy Selva. This is Bartosz Bozaki for Poland, and for Dariusz Dudka. It does have a feel of almost a training match about it, given the dominance, the one-sided nature of the contest so far. I feel the Poles have several gears they can still go up. Szynovek, Boguski's cross, keeper chose to pour the ball away. Has gone behind for a corner. As I said in the first half, it is a thankless task because the Poles are really expected to win here and win by a landslide, and even if they do, people will still say, well, it's only San Marino, but 5 and counting so far is the tally. It's Roger's corner, and the header from Vasilevski is over the top. That's in Vasilevski of Anderlecht in Belgium. And he has a good record with 5 goals this season, the big defender. He is a handful from set pieces and set plays, and maybe should have done better with this one. His goals have been a real feature of Anderlecht's season in the Belgian league this campaign. Yellow card for not retreating here. Andy Selva, within moments of coming on, has had the best chance, and there's a yellow card as well to show. First caution of the second half for San Marino's substitute. Mariusz Lewandowski, good ball through to Robert Lewandowski. Della Valle does the defensive. This is Roger Guerreiro now for Poland. Well, you'll rarely see a game where one team is so in control as this one. Jacek Szynovek now for Dariusz Dudka. Poland able to dictate the play, dictate the pace, and just do things their way, really. It's Roger Guerreiro here. It's going to bobble and bounce away. Szynovek, here's Robert Lewandowski for Mariusz Lewandowski. Mariusz Lewandowski with a shot, and the goalkeeper makes a meal of it, really. It was a fairly tame shot, but he had to dive across and get behind it. It's a rare save, in truth, for Valentini. Here's Selva. 10 here is Danilo Rinaldi. Alessandro Della Valle for San Marino. Now it's with the balding pate of Mariusz Lewandowski. Taken quickly here to Rafał Boguski. Jelen's made the run. Not quite quick enough, though, Ireneusz Jelen. I think a record defeat of more than 30-0 is now out of the question. A record away loss, by the way, 10-1 to Belgium, which I guess is still on the radar. There's Selva. There's Dudka. Pachoki is down injured for San Marino, just off camera at the moment. Here's Ebis Malarek. Away from Simoncini. And here's Jacek Szynovek, driven across goal and put away and behind by Simoncini for a corner. But they do just carve through when they really feel like it, the Poles here. Onside for sure, being played on by Della Valle in the centre. Roger's corner, glanced on, Della Valle with a clearance. Back in there by defender Bartosz Bazaki. Here's Zalewski, and driven towards goal, but ambitiously so from a tight angle by Ebis Malarek. The players did shoulder the responsibility in the press for the defeat to Northern Ireland at the weekend, and this has been a response for sure. Very hard to gauge how good they've been because of the quality or lack of the opposition. This is Rafał Boguski for Ireneusz Jelen. Away from Della Valle, who just pulls him back. He's on a card as well, don't forget, the number 6 for San Marino. It's a fairly fierce-looking figure, isn't he, the big number 6 for Poland, for San Marino rather. And he has given away this free kick with almost an hour gone now in Kielce. Roger, the Brazilian born player, this free kick. Sent in by Roger, keepers in no man's land, off the crossbar from Smolarek and in. It may be an own goal, that. It will be claimed, I think, for now by maybe Smolarek for his second of the game. But the goalkeeper there, Valentini, came and saw and was never going to conquer. It is number 6 for Poland rather. And here the keeper came and flapped, and it's an own goal for me off the number 3, I think, Michele Marani. Off the bar. Off the backside of Marani and in. Keeper at fault, defender at fault. Marino 6-0 down. And here now is Lewandowski again. Antini with a save, a rare save, comes back out to Marcin Wasilewski. And up by Della Valle, Wasilewski's cross. Smolarek's header. Ball is still there with Ebi Smolarek here. And support too. I may use it. It's Jacek Szyniewek. Szyniewek across goal, good looking cross. Here's Wasilewski. Just wide. An hour gone. And 6 the scoreline now for Poland. Another chance here for Marcin Wasilewski to get on the score sheet. And Silva. Boguski. With Baciocchi now, it's Roger Guerreiro. Slipping here is Ebi Smolarek again for Poland. He's got in the middle 3 to aim for. Swing instead to Mariusz Lewandowski here. Now it's with Marcin Wasilewski. And again. Too easy really, isn't it? Able to keep the ball and do as they please. And pick off San Marino at will really, Poland. This is Irenaeus Jelen. And up by Andreini. Jelen. Return ball for Irenaeus Jelen. Across the face of goal towards Smolarek. And it's a complete mismatch, isn't it, this? It really is a game which could be anything in terms of the scoreline come the end of it. Wasilewski. Goal number 7, chipped in. And Mariusz Lewandowski. It is all too simple, all too straightforward. And the goal's all too cheap for Poland. 7 they have now. The latest is the 5th for the national team for Mariusz Lewandowski. And that was a cool finish, maybe the best finish of the night, this. Again, they just picked off San Marino with ease. And a leisurely swing at the ball, finds the top corner. Made by Wasilewski, taken by Mariusz Lewandowski. Poland 7, San Marino 0. It is this, you feel, to be a cricket score. Another substitution. Coming on here is Michael Boretti, a teenager. It's Matteo Vitaioli who is the player who makes way. Dubka. Boretti's 6th cap, made his debut against Slovakia in November 2007 in qualifying for the last Euros. A game which, yes, that they lost. Lost all 10 of their European qualifiers, scoring 2 goals in the process, San Marino. Marino, I'm sure, will be given the own goal on the reflection. For me, the header from Smolarek comes back off the bar and hits the unfortunate defender on the backside and then crosses the line. 65 minutes play, and 7 for Poland. Free kick here for Danilo Rinaldi. Rinaldi's ball swirled in towards Andy Selva. Back in there by Baciocchi. Polish change as well coming up. We're going to see Łukasz Sosin coming on, player from Anorthosis in Cyprus, who is only his 4th cap at the age of 31. He has really fallen from favour under the current coach Beinhacker. This is his first game for Leo Beinhacker, and coming on, Coming off for him, rather, is the man who got the 4th goal. Robert Lewandowski of Lech Poznan. Seen with 2 in his previous 3 caps, so he does know where the goal is. This is Ebis Malarek. Roger's pass finds Ireneusz Yelin. Yelin drops his shoulder. Yelin's cross, here's Malarek. Over the top this time. I don't see how he can claim that 6th goal as his. Valentini away by Baciocchi. Here goes Michael Beretti. Beretti will try and get his way past Jacek Szynovek. Midway through the second half, and the Poles edging closer to double figures. Dudka finds Szynovek. Bartosz Bazaki. Roger Guerriero. The lack of pressing when the Poles have the ball is a real feature of the game. It is simply too easy, this. Andy Selva. He's got the free kick here for San Marino. Midway through the second half in Kielce. Selva really they're one quality player, they're one full-time professional. Alessandro Della Valle here with the free kick then for San Marino. Vasilevsky for Mariusz Lewandowski, and now Roger Guerriero takes it on. Szynovek, line of 4 in white to aim for in the middle. It's put away by Beretti. Guerriero on to Mariusz Lewandowski again for Poland, and now San Marino will try and break away with Andy Selva again. Selva for Matteo Bulli, and this is the man who got the own goal. And he's given the ball away though, and this is Mariusz Lewandowski. Ireneusz Yelin. Yelin, no way through, he's well blocked off there by Baciocchi. Della Valle, good forward movement here from Della Valle for Selva. Szynovek's ball through for Yelin. I think there was an offside flag anyway against Ireneusz Yelin, from the officials from Belarus. They just have Bykov, by the way, is the name of the flag on the far side. Well, a night certainly to see some goals and maybe restore some rather battered and bruised Polish pride after the weekend. I think they know at even this stage that qualifying is going to be an uphill struggle now for Poland. Remember, in this group, the other teams in contention really: Northern Ireland, Slovakia, Slovenia and the Czech Republic. Only one can go through of right. Szynovek back to Fabianski. There's no Artur Boruc style mistake this time from him. Vasilevsky. Here's Boguski. Trick hunting Rafał Boguski as well. Jacek Szynovek. 20 more minutes to weather for San Marino. Change here for the Poles, and coming on is Jakub Błaszczykowski for Borussia Dortmund in Germany. Błaszczykowski, reigning Polish Footballer of the Year, coming on to win his 21st cap. And here's Yelin, the man who will make way. Kneeling off, handshake for the coach. Certainly no signs of any player-coach antagonism. The players, in fairness, have stood up for Ben Hacker in the press this week. They said, we take full responsibility for the performance, not the coach, in Belfast. 19 minutes to go. Is there a consolation goal out there somewhere for Gianpaolo Mazza and for San Marino? Played by Roger Guerriero. Helped on by Selva towards Baciocchi. Marcin Wasilewski. And here is Błaszczykowski. The flag stays down. Two in the middle. And towards Boguski behind him though. And the strike is deflected in. It's an 8th goal for Poland. It is all too easy, all too straightforward. Poland 8, San Marino 0. It is a total walk in the park, and Błaszczykowski, though via deflection, I think will claim the goal. Driven in here by the man from Borussia Dortmund. It comes off the defender on the line, I think. It was, though, goal-bound anyway. Or maybe it was the man in the middle, the striker, who got the final touch. Who does get the touch here? It's Smolarik's goal for me, that. Smolarek has every right to claim that for his own. And more so than the second he scored. Poland 8, San Marino 0. And Ebi Smolarek is the latest scorer for them. This is Andy Selva. Selva for Baciocchi. Too shy of the golden 10. Wasilewski. Long towards Ebi Smolarek once more. Well, 8 goals and counting for Poland. It's another sorry night for San Marino. This is Mariusz Lewandowski for Poland. Błaszczykowski. Błaszczykowski still no way past Andrini. Błaszczykowski just checks out here, and it's with Roger. Roger in for Sosin. And the ball through might run here for Roger. Almost 75 minutes gone. Poland 8, San Marino 0. Now 1 goal shy, by the way, of their record score, which is 9-0 against Norway. A record which was set back in September 1963. This is Roger Guerriero. And for Jacek Szynovek, and it's Ebi Smolarek now for Poland. So I guess their record score is the next on the agenda for them. The points long since won. This is Marcin Wasilewski. Błaszczykowski. Here's Rafał Boguski. On a hat-trick, Boguski will keep on going, blocked away and driven in by Mariusz Lewandowski, but too high. Almost a chance there to level the national record score. Boguski wouldn't really sit down. It's a fairly bobbly pitch in Kielce. "15 minutes to equal and maybe beat that record then." Cleared away by the goalkeeper Valentini. Helped on by Andreini. Matteo Andreini. There's Blachikowski. It's put away by Simone Baciocchi. Baciocchi, no stranger to heavy scorelines. He was in the team which lost 13-0. That's a record defeat to Germany in Setanta in their own stadium. It's given away by Dariusz Dudka. Not a good ball from Dudka. As we see the first Mexican wave of the night going around the Stadion Mielski Kielce. Blachikowski. Mariusz Lewandowski tees up Roger. Further across he's got Jacek Szynovek. Szynovek held up by Andreini. Szynovek does really well, gets in the cross, deep cross, Della Valle away. Mariusz Lewandowski, goalkeeper parries, comes back out to Blachikowski. Blachikowski went for goal, ambitious from that angle. The Poles there lining up to score the 9th goal. Hasn't come just yet. Decent save, credit the goalkeeper Valentini. Didn't fancy his job myself, but good save. I think Michael Barretti, or is it Andy Selva's taken a knock in the face. Mariusz Lewandowski for Poland. Dudka. Now Roger. Two years ago they came near to a shock against the Republic of Ireland. San Marino, they were 8 seconds away from a draw in Setanta, but lost to a late goal from Stephen Ireland. Here's Blachikowski with the ball in for Sosin for a goal which equals Poland's national record score, 9-0. Or not, maybe. Is there a flag for offside in that? Sosin with the goal. Oh, he's maybe just offside. And the flag did go up. It's no goal. It is 8-0 only. Sosin's effort chalked off. Blachikowski. Mariusz Lewandowski. It's going to run on here. 3 in the middle. Blachikowski. Good looking cross. Deflects away off the head of Baciocchi. Behind for a corner. Here's a change. Coming off, there'll be no hat-trick for Rafał Boguski. In his stead will come Marek Saganowski of Southampton. He scored at the weekend. Boguski got the ball rolling after only 22 seconds. That was his 2nd goal. Poland's 3rd on the night. Here comes Saganowski on the day his club has announced financial difficulties, Southampton. Goals in 29 games before tonight. There's Bozaki. Marani with an awkward bounce to deal with. 10 to play. 10 to find 2 goals to make 10. Jacek Szynovek. Saganovski. Szynovek. Driving on. Szynovek for Saganovski. Ball angled in here for Smolarek! It's a wonderful goal, and one which matches Poland's record ever score of 9-0. And what a way to match the record. Great finish from Smolarek. And that will be his hat-trick. Maybe even his fourth, if the own goal is in fact given to him. Cracking connection, lovely goal. Poland 9, San Marino 0. It is a cruise in Kielce. A cricket score, 9-0. And fittingly, the goal of the night is the one which equals Poland's record score. I don't speak Polish, but I think the chant is "We want 10." Change made. Andriniov and Damiano Vanucci on. Vanucci on for his 51st cap. He is their record appearance maker. Their record away defeat, by the way, 10-1, so 10-0 would beat that record. Blachikowski has been caught on the far side. Goal scorers are all to the fore here. They can sniff the blood of a very wounded animal in San Marino, Poland, and they're showing no mercy. It's Roger's ball in, good ball in too. Comes here to Szynovek, played by Simoncini. There's Dudka. San Marino free kick. A rare bit of respite and breathing space here for San Marino. Record of 9-0 has stood as Poland's record since the 4th of September 1963. This team have equalled it and they better it. Del Valle forward for San Marino. Blachikowski. Roger. Lewandowski has to pick a way through, comes out here to Szynovek. This is Jakub Blachikowski. Bazaki. Defenders, I guess, glad of a touch of the ball. Haven't seen the goalkeeper Fabianski for at least half an hour. Lewandowski, his ball through, it's going to maybe run on. This is big Simoncini, the central defender. Dudka. Roger. Szynovek held up by 2, but he just checks out here to Roger again. Coming from Saganovski, and then it really comes to Ebi Smolarek. 5 to play. Well, they came to see goals, and goals they've certainly seen. 9 of them so far. And counting. Still 5 minutes to play. Roger Guerrero. And again, the player born in Brazil, Roger, from a Celta Vigo player in Spain, and spells with Corinthians and Flamengo in his native Brazil. Bonucci away for San Marino. Vasilevski, big and strong defender Vasilevski. Over 6 foot tall, the fullback. That's a pass two here for Slimarek, who's offside this time. I'm sure the Poles were aware of the potential for a new record score here tonight. If you just joined us, there was 4 goals scored in the first half, and we've had 5 more after the interval, which he scored 3, maybe 4. Though the one in doubt was definitely an own goal off the defender Michele Marani. This is Dariusz Dudka. Dudka's long ball forward for Smolarek. Marani and Simoncini combined to get the ball away for San Marino. Game plan of coming in, putting men behind the ball was overshadowed 22 seconds in, wasn't it, when they fell behind so early on, San Marino. That early goal from Rafa Boguski. Saganovski comes out to Roger Guerriero. There's the impressive since coming on Błaszczykowski. Zalewski for Roger. Saganovski, Roger rides the challenge of Marani, or tries to. He says play on. He takes some pity there on someone. It looked a free kick to me. This is Rinaldi. He's got the free kick as well. So just to remind you of San Marino's record away defeat, 10-1 at the hands of Belgium in 2001 in a World Cup qualifier in Brussels, and 10-0 would beat that. A new record, an unwanted record for them. Here's Sosin. Sosin off the post, and Smolarek here. Across goal. It's 10. It's a new record. It's scored by number 10, Marek Saganovski. Double figures, record breakers in what might be Leo Beenhakker's swan song as Poland coach. Poland 10, San Marino 0. Sosin off the post, came here to Ebi Slimarek, who got the ball across goal, and Saganovski of Southampton has scored to make it double figures and a new record for the Polish national team. It has been easy, they have been cannon fodder really, San Marino, but they have scored the goals on the night. Poland 10 now, and he's got the latest of them. Błaszczykowski. Vasilevski. Saganovski. The referee, I'm sure, will take pity and blow right on 90 minutes here, because it is game over. It is, in boxing terms now, a knockout, and the towel really needs to be thrown in at some point. Handshakes, maybe farewell handshakes from Leo Beenhakker. The man who became the first coach to qualify Poland for the European finals. He's done a good job here, the veteran. And if he does leave after this, he leaves on a real high, and leaves in a game in which his team has set a new record for the Polish national team. Saganovski. His ball through towards Sosin. Błaszczykowski. Smolarek, another for him. 11. Poland are on the rampage here. Now another offside flag on the far side. Could have been 12, but had 2 ruled out for offside. And he was just offside as well. Ahead of the ball, ahead of the defender. We've reached 90 minutes. Franciszek Schmuder and Henrik Kasperzak and Jetse Engel all talked about as potential coaches to replace Leo Beenhakker. Błaszczykowski's ball in, Saganowski again, in towards Sosin, Lewandowski. Away comes Albani. This is Dariusz Dudka. Dudka's swirling cross, keeper will come. And will take. I think his face tells a story, doesn't it? Federico Valentini. It is a thankless job being the goalkeeper for San Marino. Clean sheets are a rare luxury. Shot from distance. A rare shot. Andy Selva with the attempt, which forces the first save from Łukasz Fabianski in the 92nd minute. Wasilewski, Sosin, Błaszczykowski, Wasilewski. Is it a farewell for Leo Beenhakker? Maybe even a final coaching job at 67. 23 different jobs down the years. Fantastic coach and a great record down the years Leo Beenhakker's got. Wasilewski for Roger Guerreiro. Is there a final hurrah for Poland here? Roger. On to Jacek Szynowiak. It's Roger. It's walking pace, frankly, now for Poland. Ball angled in towards Saganowski. There's Della Valle. Andy Selva. Silva comes to Szynowiak. Maybe one last attack here for Poland. We've not seen the board to say how much added time there's going to be. Here's the ball in towards Sosin. And cleared away by Simoncini. Comes back out though to Błaszczykowski. Błaszczykowski still tees up Marek Saganowski across the face, but behind those three poles in the penalty box. There's the whistle. Well, records there to be broken, and we've had 2 fall tonight. Poland's record national team win of 9-0 beaten by 1 goal. And San Marino's worst ever away defeat. It was 10-1, tonight was 10-0, and the Poles have simply blown apart the part-timers. Poland hit double figures in what might just be the farewell game, the send-off game for their veteran coach, Leo Beenhakker. It was much too simple. 4 goals came in the first half. The first from Rafał Boguski just 22 seconds in. But Poland then ran riot and simply ripped apart San Marino. Their qualifying campaign, the Poles, is back on track, I guess. It is job done. It's a record score. The full-time score from Kielce. Poland 10, San Marino 0.